Okay, so to start off, I'm at my brother's place right now because the power once again went off. I mean, it just every time there's a thunderstorm in Chicago on the weather, they should just have a little power outage sign because that's just like it's like the third time this year. So I'm just gonna say right now, I don't know when this will go out, but if the editorial this week is nothing that great, or if one even pops up or anything, just that's the reason.
Yeah, this may delay the Last Airbender review.
No. Last Airbender's going out. That had to be another power outage for that. But the editorial will probably be delayed because I want to use the time I would put to that to The Last Airbender because I've been building that up like fuck, man, and I'm not, all my energy is going to go into that. But we got the charity drive too and all this stuff, so blah, blah, blah. Whatever, that's why I'm here, and that's why if the editorial's already gone out, that's why it was probably so lame, or rushed, or whatever. But with that said, okay, we got Korra here, and obviously Rob is on this one. This is the final three.
This is at my place.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of goes without saying, but this is the final three. It's the turn of the tides, and holy shit, it's like, where were you episode? It's like, I was waiting for this episode. It's finally here. It's like, yes! This one is so good!
What were you saying? Oh, this is like the Dark Knight, what the Dark Knight Rises should have been.
Yeah, no, it's like...
Same. This feels like a Christopher Nolan movie, this episode in particular. Like, it reminds you of that scene where the Joker was taking out everybody in the middle of the movie, and like, you know, they get all the councilmen in this episode.
Yeah, I want the councilwoman to open up an envelope that says up, and then like she explodes or something.
I know we were talking about that. No, yeah, I love this episode, but I generally... Yeah, well, I'm not going to go into the whole show yet, but...
Oh, yeah, because he's seen it, he knows what happens. But yeah, no, when he comes down, it just says, citizens of Republic City! You know, but again, wouldn't it suck if he was like, I will get revenge for the cabbage salesman? No, that'd be stupid. You see, Amon is doing his own thing. That's why Dark Knight Rises sucked. But, okay, this isn't Dark Knight Rises, this is what it should have been. And, yeah, man, just all this shit goes down, and here's what I've realized now, because I think I sort of bitched and moaned a little bit about sort of what the problem was with some of the characters, and I realized specifically, I was just telling him this, anything connected to Tensin's circle, his family, Lin, even Korra, is good. The councilman and Tarlag and all that stuff is really good. I realized anything connected to Korra's circle seems to be where a lot of the faults are, sort of Mako and, what was it, Bolin? Is that the name?
Bolin.
Yeah, Bolin and the daughter in the love triangle
you
and
keep
stuff.
asking me, by the way, when I'm the one
Well, I'm just looking to get you in more trouble.
Yeah, you're just, that's what this is. You just want to get me in trouble.
I just for anyone wondering, by the way, Sokka and Katara
I can't believe they fall for
Really? Really?
Dance
you guys?
puppets, dance.
This is like we're doing our own blood bending. It's like, you know what? Just like we're gonna say the names wrong on purpose, and they're still gonna be, you said the names wrong, and it's
I
unbelievable.
I literally have like pronounced it wrong once or twice just to get
just to get them nuts. Yeah. It's like
it is. It's like being a bloodbender. It's like, wow, that's power. I could get drunk.
Don't you know how much fun this is for us? It's like we said it before, like, and it just okay.
I love when somebody yesterday is just like, well, Doug, just make sure that Rob just isn't in any of the Korra ones.
It's like
the next, it's like the next day I'm in one now. I'm just like, enjoy.
So no, that's that was that was really something special. That's something only the stupidity of certain online viewers can give you. So just thank you for that. That kind of made our week.
I just want to know, still, for the record to this very day, that I am not the problem with Suki, though. I told you to pronounce that one right.
No. That was actually another online viewer was like, it's Suki. But okay, we're getting really off topic. We're not even on the same show right now. We're talking about Korra. So yeah, because for me, what I found is that with that team, and again, they're not god awful or anything. They're just sort of very formulaic, and we've seen it, and even kind of bland, but especially with the love triangle, because I always see, like, every single time I'm really getting into it, it's like, so, do you have feelings for Korra? And it's just like, oh, shut up, the city's blowing up, can we go back to that? And it just, it drives me nuts, and it could be worse, but it still drives me nuts.
It could be way worse. I thought, for the most part, it was pretty unintrusive. I'm like, you know, when it's all said and done, like, maybe it's because I've sat through a lot more bad anime than you have, but I'm like, for a love triangle, because I thought the same thing. Initially, I was like, iceberg right ahead, turn around, this is gonna suck. And I'm like, when it's all said and done, like, what are we on? 10 now? Episode 10? 9?
Yeah.
It's not that intrusive. I'm like,
it is to me.
If it focused so much on it, I'd probably be more annoyed, but it...
You see, if they stopped at that one episode where it began, and it's like, okay,
And-
we picked our mates and everything,
And
let's
yes.
go here. It's like, I would have been okay. I was like, well, that was a little annoying, but whatever. But they're still keeping it going, and it's not needed.
Yeah, but the other thing is, again, sitting through love triangles that have been really, really, really god-awful, the characters are not at least a complete waste.
No,
Like,
but they're kind of, they're semi-bland, too.
yes, Mako's a little
is-
bland.
The daughter could be interesting if they gave her more, but she's sort of rushed.
Yeah, but here's the thing, they're not bad, though.
No,
I mean,
they're
they
not
don't
bad.
annoy me.
Yeah, they're not obnoxious, but
I
at the
think
same
they're
time...
perfectly reasonable characters.
But aren't you constantly saying, God, what's going on with Tenzin? What's going on with Lin? What's going on with, hell, the kids, Tenzin's kids, who really kick ass in this episode, by the way.
I could use more with Tenzin.
Yes,
but...
okay, the
the
fart
others, we get
okay, hold on,
plenty of them.
the fart bending is really god stupid, but you know what? I'll take that over the fucking love triangle any day. I'd watch, like, a whole half hour of fart bending over any of
We
that
send
love
all
triangle.
your trollish comments, care of that guy with glasses.
I mean, it's stupid, but
You're
I'm
gonna get
just
flack for that one.
What, the
I've had
fart bending?
Oh, I've had so many people be like, "You're not gonna believe what they did. They have fart bending in this."
Oh,
fart
it's so
bending."
stupid. I'd much rather have that over the love triangle. Any day.
Again, I'm not a huge fan of it. But it is what it is. I just don't think it's that bad. But you do bring up a good point. The creators of this show, the writers of the show, I think this may be the issue. They're really good at this sort of high fantasy, Asian influenced, Taoist kind of philosophical Zen thing. They may just not. It may be a write what you know. They may just not be good at writing, teen romances as well as they are that.
Well, and it sounded like I was watching it behind the scenes. See, now I'm trying to read up on all this behind the scenes stuff on Avatar and the creators and stuff like that. And it seemed like they were saying, look, we love, like you said, the whole Taoist thing, the Zen thing, and Asian philosophy, but we also do sort of like just typical American young bullshit. They say, we like this stuff too, and we like to incorporate it, and a lot of times it's worked in very well. Here it just seems like, especially for something that's supposed to be more adult, it just seems like this big step backwards.
Well, I will say this, though. I think Korra. Korra. Yeah, now they're gonna say, That was a slip of the tongue. I believe Korra is a pretty adult. I think she's mostly a pretty adult character. I mean, she has mistakes, she
Well,
learns
in
from-
that they're showing what she's going through. They're showing that age pretty well.
She's a teenager, so they're showing
they
the
got
age.
that.
I think, though, these guys are really, really good at writing adult characters, and the kids in the Avatar: The Last Airbender had sort of an adult side to them. Like, they treated the characters very seriously. They went through their own story arcs. They had to learn things. And I think we see that here. It's like Tenzin, Lin Beifong. Like, those are the two most adult characters in this show for me. Like, Lin Beifong and Tenzin in particular, we were talking about this, how they have the most adult relationship,
Yeah,
they used to go
and they
out,
had a
there's
love triangle.
baggage. Yeah, they had a love
And that
triangle.
worked
there's
so much
baggage,
better.
You get this idea of the history, and what an interesting character, too, because I was thinking, I've been talking online about strong female characters. Here's one I don't see a lot. The strong, middle-aged woman.
I was going to say, you do not see it, maybe even older. And she totally
both
kicks ass,
Tenzin
and again,
Lin
doesn't
Beifong
register
are
at all.
old.
Yeah.
Like, they're late middle age, they look like. She's getting gray hair, he's bald, and, they...
Well, to be fair, I think he shaved it, but yes.
I mean, he's definitely old, so... Yeah, that's great. I just never see that much, and I was like, and I totally buy it. I totally buy it. When she kicks ass, I'm like, I believe it.
In a family show, too, where, and it's not like, oh, isn't that funny, sort of an older lady swinging around and kicking ass. No, it's, like, legit, and you totally buy it, and I really like that, too. I thought that was really cool. They did so great for younger characters, and now they're doing even better with older characters as well.
Yeah, so I think they're really good at writing adult characters, and I think they're good at writing kid characters in an adult sort of way.
Characters in adult
situations. This may just
situations.
be, and I don't want to say this is their kryptonite, because I still think it's a good show, but this may just be the weaker thing in all of the things they're doing, that maybe this was the one thing that, yeah, they're not quite as strong at it as they were these other characters. So.
Yeah, and
or maybe just not as interested in it. Maybe they're just like, yeah, we wanted to do a romance, but it may not be our thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and sort of the same thing with the pro bending. It's like anything just sort of tied in with that world. It's like, it's not god-awful. I always want to emphasize that. Like, it doesn't make this a bad show.
I disagree with that.
Good.
I think they really liked pro bending, thought it was cool, and that's why they
no. I'm sure they did. I'm just saying, again, anything connected with that world, it's like, at first it's kind of cool, but then, like, 3 or 4 episodes, it's like, God, come on, get to the stuff we had in this episode.
I couldn't get enough of the pro bending.
Oh God, change the set, do something different. I was just so sick of looking at those same colors, and it's like, because at first it's awesome, but like 4 episodes in, come on, give me something else. I was so happy when the mom came in and said, fuck this bullshit, I'm taking away your bending so these games are over. I'm like, yes! I mean, I was just so looking forward to that.
I'll bet you hated Quidditch, too.
I did! I fucking hated Quidditch! And so did you, don't act like
Actually,
you did.
I did.
Yeah.
That's different, that was 7 movies. At least this is 12 episodes.
Yeah, but this is 4 episodes out of the 12, that's practically 7 movies. Okay, but we're getting sidetracked. But
the bending was cooler than Quidditch.
Yes, I agree, but that's not that big regardless. Episode's awesome. Talk about the ending real fast. Once you hear Dante Bosco's voice come out, I'm just like, fuck you! It's just, and you see that fleet, and it's like,
I was waiting for his reaction. I was like, prepare for epic.
This is what I was waiting for. It's like, and it finally got there. I'm just like, thank you, show, thank you. I was saying before, it's like, the show is made, it's done. And the same thing with Avatar, though. It's like, it's almost like somehow they can hear the vlogs, because I'm like, I really like it if they do this, and then they go and do it somehow. It's like, I don't know if they have a time machine, or if my opinion is important enough to get a time machine to come back and change it. It could be. Favorite episode so far, man, by far. There's 2 left. I hope they're just as good, because man, did I like this episode. This was really, really good stuff. So, yeah, see you at the next one.